Welcome to week 6 of 12 weeks of holiday cheer. I'm Nancy Dodge from YB Stamp. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Each Saturday at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, 9 Mountain, and 8 Pacific, for 6 more weeks, I'll share easy paper crafting ideas with you, along with my fellow demonstrators. And yes, I am a day late. I've been sick all week, as you can hear. This week, we're sharing an autumn decor with you. So the first thing I'm going to do is using the Amber Autumn, hold on, I got to transition, Amber Autumn stamp set. And I'm going to stamp it on Very Vanilla with Memento. Go. And then I'm using all these blends to color them. I know it's a lot. I have both of the pecan pie pulled, but I'm just going to use the dark. And I'm just going to color in the stems a bit. I'm going to multicolor them a bit. So that's it with that color. And then I used the light old olive to kind of blend that together and give it that earthy look. Okay, and then I'm going to quick color in the leaves. Whoops. I want to color that in with a different color. I have soft seafoam that I'm going to originally color all the leaves with. Forgot what I was doing there for a second. I really like this set. I've used it several times for many of my lives and a couple of these projects. So I really like it. I'm just going to give some of these stalks a little bit of color. So I'm trying to color it like this from the designer series paper. Okay, back to what I was doing. Then the light old olive, because I'm just kind of graduating the leaves. And then the dark. And I'm using the blunt end as opposed to the brush end. And I'm just going to add a little in the middle. And then I'm going to blend it again with the soft seafoam. My light is acting weird. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's see if I can fix that. Sometimes if I tuck it down a notch, it works. Alright. Then I want to color the pumpkins. Alright, so I'm going to start with the light petal pink. And I'm going to color all of these. That looks more like a gourd than a pumpkin, but sorry about the squeak. So it was hard to gauge exactly how to get that color that I wanted to try to match that designer series paper. So I have a number of blends that I used till I was happy. I know that sounds silly, but I just kept adding and subtracting. When you say subtracting, what do you mean, Nancy, by subtracting? So this corn is kind of a pinky color. I have my color lifter blend. That's what I mean by subtracting. Alright, then I'm going to use the light Cajun Craze. And just kind of add some abstractness, coloring. Mostly the lines, but I'm going to color a little bit more than the lines because I want to use those lines to use the dark Cajun Craze. Anyway, so my husband was nice enough to share his cold with me, and of course it was a brutal one, and unfortunately I passed it on to a friend of mine in the office that I work during the week. Well, actually it's kind of a 24/7 job. I am a church administrator, and I did not mean to pass it on. So today was kind of a tricky day for church, but they were able to do it without either one of us, so that was good. Alright, let's see. Do I have enough color on it? Alright, then I'm going to take the dark Cajun Craze, and we're going to do a little bit more detail down here. You know, kind of like where the lines are. I know it looks kind of scribbly, but guess what? It won't look that way when we're done. Then I'm going to take the light Petal pink again, and I'm just going to blend all those together by scribbling. Sorry about the squeak. I think I need to get new Petal pink markers or blends because they're a little on the non-liquidy side. So that's why I'm sound so squeaky, because I'm really trying to get color out of it, liquid out of it. These are alcohol based, so they blend together. Just trying to stretch out the color. So this is how I originally did it. And I thought, gee, well, that's really pretty. But then when I looked at it against the designer series paper, I said, well, it's a little pinkier and a little more gray. So I got out Bubble Bath and added some pink to it. And of course this is kind of very liquidy. So I don't need much of this. And I said, yeah, that's a little closer, but it still needs more gray. So I pulled out my Smoky Slate, light Smoky Slate, and added some of that to it. I know it seems weird, but you know what? It worked. I mean, I don't have to be exactly like the picture, but I thought it would be nice if it was at least closer to it. All right. So that's what I came up with. It's a lot closer. Right? Right. Okay. Then I took the Spotlight on Nature dies and cut this out, and then took a piece of Cajun Craze with this die and cut it out, and this is what I ended up with. So this is going to be the focal point. Now I'm going to show you what we're going to put together. Hold on while I move all my markers. Okay. So you're going to need 12 sheets of designer series paper, 6" by 6". So I used the Autumn Toile paper. It was not one of my favorite papers, but I thought that this project came out pretty good with it. So I used, since there are 4 different designs, I used 3 of each. And what you do is, gotta get this right. There we go. I want you to cone it like so. You know, it seems weird. And you know what? It doesn't have to be exact, but just do the best you can. No one's gonna see the center. I'll show you why in a minute. So just of course it's not cooperating for me just because I want it to. There we go. That's better. So about 3/4 of an inch to an inch here, and then open it up, and I took my multi-purpose glue and put it as close to the edge as I could. I had it lying flat. There we go. And then recone it and hold it. Whoops. As best you can. Now what I did was I put this inside my bone folder, and it was easier to have a flat surface to hold on to it. So you're going to do this with all 12 pieces. Truth be known, I did most of these during a meeting. Don't tell anyone. Shh, it's a secret. Alright. So I have 2 others right here, and I'm going to show you what I did from there. So you know these clips from the old what do you call it? The stand, you know, the great stand that Stampin' Up! Used to have. So I just held that like that. So I'm going to take my glue again. And I'm going to glue them together. Have to make sure I get them in the right order. So I want this one, then this one. Okay. So I'm going to glue these 2 together. And the way that I know where to glue it is I just kind of make that as even as I can. And then do you see the shine right down that line? That's where I'm going to put this. Nice stripe of glue. And then I'm going to squeeze this one and do the same thing. Line them up, hold them together, sing a song. It doesn't take too long for them to adhere to each other. So if you don't have these clips, you can use a small binder clip. So that's what I did, just to kind of hold those together a bit so that I could keep gluing. So I'm going to squeeze this. Whoops, wrong side. I'm going to squeeze it on this side. Put it down the side, and squeeze this and hold them together. Try to line them up on the side. So you're going to do this with all 12 pieces. So I'm alternating them. You know, it seems extreme. Alright. So while those are melding, I'm going to move in the rest. So here's the rest of the pieces that I have. And we're going to glue these together like so. Alright. So see this? You're not going to see this. We're going to adhere this to the middle. Alright. So again, squeeze it down and put it right on that line. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, because I'm going to put all these together at the same time, these last few pieces. Whoops, got some on my table. We don't want that. Hold on. That'll make a mess. Alright, I'm going to clip these. And I'm going to push these in and push them together so that they adhere. It's going to take a minute. Here. Okay, I think it's adhered enough. So then you need to decide where the top is. So I think that I'm going to use, this is my top, right here. And I have a 6-inch piece of the old olive and gold ribbon. And I'm going to adhere this to the back of here. So I'm going to flip it over. Get my glue. Put a little more down. Like so. Hold it. Whoops. How about if we clip it? These clips have been great for this project. Oops. They all seem to be all thumbs today. Let's add some more glue. There we go. Maybe I should just hold it with my finger. Put my lid back on. It's being stubborn. I'm just going to hold it in place like that. Flip it back over. So now we know that this is our top. I put 12 of these around, just like 12 o'clock, you know, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. And I'm just going to peel these off. There we go. Sometimes I can get them off quickly and sometimes not. But I thought the dimensionals would work better on this specific project. All right, I think they're all sticky. All right, so now I got the center of my project and the center here, and I'm just gonna center this as best I can and push down. Like so. And there we have our wreath. All right, thank you for watching. Links to the other demonstrators' videos are in the comments below. Please watch them to get more ideas. Thank you for watching episode 6, and tune in next Saturday for our gratitude project. Happy stamping!